she came out, and one of the things she said right before Christmas, would you drive me up to see the homes of the stars? Well, I had two choices, to buy a map, appointed houses. She's 86 years of age. Guess what I did? I saw a mailbox and it said, Cooper, and there was, anybody that I could think of, Dean Martin, a mailbox. So I pointed these out, big houses and all. I'm coming home. I'm an only child. Matter of fact, my mother was a first cougar. She didn't get married. She didn't get married till she was 36, and my father was 34. Back in that day, that was quite risque and all. So anyway, is that it went well. I came home and I was a hero, an only child, and I pointed every house. Bigger the house, bigger the star. So now it's going fine. So she says, I'm going home in another week. Would you show me the home to the star? Again. So I had a choice. I could buy a map or point in the house. At 86, you won't know. So I pointed at this house here, and he said, I just choose a name. This is, Jimmy Stewart's house. And she said, no, you told me that was Rock Hudson's house. I didn't get one house right. So now, by the time I'm coming home, I'm underneath the steering wheel. Because being a show person, she always wanted to be discovered in Hollywood and all. And so she gets pretty close to our house. And the only house we knew was John Wayne's, because I was doing work and my daughter was coming with his daughter. So I said, now remember, she's looked at these big homes. Now she's looking at Wayne's home. It comes out to the water, but, 3-car garage, nothing exciting. So I said, it's John Wayne's house. And she said, oh yeah. By now, I lost all credibility. And she said, would you take a picture of me in front of John Wayne's house? And I said, okay. So I'm up there with the camera. Up goes the garage door. And out walks Duke. And he says, Boston, what are you doing? I said, I'm taking, by the way, he's walking out with his garbage. And he says, what are you doing? And I said, I'm taking a picture of my mother. And he said, well, let me come over and talk to her. And he puts the garbage in his hand, puts his arm around it, and I'm going crazy, like pictures everywhere, So now she's convinced, positively, that
you know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. So now she goes back home, and all her older lady sisters and all there, and she had pictures all over the wall of she and Duke with garbage. But the neat thing was at the very end of this, she would tell her girlfriend, my son knows everybody, but he has a poor memory.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, not difficult for her, though, huh?
Yeah.
That he happened to be outside with his trash.
Yeah, take him out.
Timing is everything.
Your head stuff.